afternoon. I'm Rachel Sloan.
And I'm Anne Mui.
I would like to welcome you to today's edition of the Eastern Florida State College News. We have an exciting lineup for you today, so let's get right to it. The 2016 presidential election is still 19 months away, but the presidential hopefuls and their supporters are already abuzz. At least a dozen Republicans and a handful of Democrats have expressed an interest in running for their party's 2016 presidential nomination. Let's take a look at those who have already announced their presidential bid. The only Democrat to officially announce her presidential bid so far is Hillary Clinton. She made it official on April 12th when she stated via video on the web, "I'm running for president. Everyday Americans need a champion, and I want to be that champion. So I'm hitting the road to earn your vote, because it's your time, and I hope you'll join me on this journey." Mrs. Clinton's presidential bid makes it possible that Americans may see a woman capture a major party's nomination for the first time in history. The Republicans have 3 official presidential bids so far. The first being Senator Ted Cruz. Senator Cruz announced his presidential bid on March 23rd at Liberty University during their Monday convocation. He spoke for 30 minutes, interweaving faith and politics. He stated, "God's blessing has been on America from the very beginning of this nation, and I believe God isn't done with America yet." The second Republican presidential hopeful is Senator Rand Paul, making his announcement on April 7th. Senator Paul stated, "I have a message that is loud and clear and does not mince words. We have come to take our country back," echoing language he used during his 2010 Senate run. "We have come to take our country back from the special interests that use Washington as their personal piggy bank, the special interests that are more concerned with their personal welfare than the general welfare." The most recent Republican to make an official announcement is Senator Marco Rubio. In his announcement speech on April 13th, Mr. Rubio cast himself as a forward-looking next-generation leader. He stated, "I think this country's at a generational moment where it needs to decide not what party it wants in charge, but what kind of country are we going to want to be moving forward. I think the 21st century can be the American century, and I believe that I can lead this country in that direction." Well, there you have it. 4 official presidential bids, with many others likely to follow. Up next, Javier with the Automotive Report. If you're in the market for a new car, you can't afford to miss what he has for you today.
Thank you, Rachel. We have today the C06 rejoins the Corvette lineup in 2015, the most capable model in the iconic car's 62-year history. The new LT4 supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine is certified at 650 horsepower at 6,400 RPMs with a 650 pounds of torque at 3,600 RPMs, making the 2015 Corvette Z06 the most powerful production car ever made from General Motors and the most powerful production cars available in the United States. This will put the new Corvette in the supercar territory. We have too the new Nissan Nismo, an ultra-sporty model of the future. The Nismo concept debuted at the 2015 Tokyo Motor Show to meet the high expectation for a powertrain equal to the task of propelling such a formidable car. One of the engineers from Nissan is the combination of the high-performance 1.6 liter direct injection turbocharged engine. The result is no less than a appealing mix of racing heritage. And with the new electric cars coming up, the line Peugeot cars concept rocks the SUV crossover market. The strong, powerful, sporty, and rock-solid style of the Peugeot cars recently at the Paris Motor Show. Under the hood is a 1.6 LHP 270 power plant Developed by Peugeot Sport and six-speed automatic transmission, the four-cylinder engine delivers a torque of 330 pounds with a specific output of nearly 170 horsepower per liter, making it the world's top performers. Now back to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Javier. Now, let's move on to Zoe with the sports report.
Hi, thanks, Rachel. In today's sports world, we've got some pretty exciting news, local and national. Starting with the girls' local lacrosse varsity team. For the first time in Rockledge High history, the girls' varsity lacrosse team won the district championship against Merritt Island, the crosstown rivals, 11-5. Rockledge went on to play in the regional game against Sebastian River Sharks, which they went on to win 8-6. A very impressive feat for a third-year program. Now on to the national news. We are deep into the Stanley Cup playoffs. Montreal are playing Ottawa, and the Canadiens lead the series 3-0. The New York Rangers are against Pittsburgh, and the Rangers lead 2-1. The other two exciting matchups are St. Louis and Minnesota, Anaheim and Winnipeg. The Wild lead their series 2-1, and the Ducks lead theirs 3-0. Another exciting playoff series that is just starting is the NBA playoffs. They're in the beginning stages of finding the best of the best in the West and the best of the best in the East. The two will play off in the 7-game series to be named champions. It is an exciting time for local and national sports, so make sure you keep up to date so you aren't left out of the weekly conversation. Thank you. This has been Zoe the Great with your sports report. Now back to you, Ann.
I have the latest news in the weather. Today, California has ordered a strict water restriction after 5 weeks of severe drought has taken a toll on the state's ecosystem. So far, over 5 million gallons of water have evaporated into the atmosphere. Lakes and rivers have run dry, and a massive wildfire broke out near Los Gatos early on this week. All of this comes just 2 weeks after the Governor of California issued a state of emergency, saying California residents must follow the state's strict mandate to conserve what little water California has left. Meanwhile, several tornadoes were seen touching down just outside Knoxville, Tennessee. Residents have been asked to stay indoors as severe weather continues to threaten the parts of Kentucky and Tennessee, and tomorrow a much larger severe storm system is threatening. The storm system is going to pour its way through the Midlands, and parts of Tennessee and Arkansas will see up to 5 inches of rain. The Florida State University has started a campaign this year to educate parents on the dangers of leaving pets and children unattended in the vehicles. This comes after last week more than 10 infants died from being left in their locked cars by their guardians. The temperature in the cars without air conditioning can reach up to 120 degrees and can lead to medical emergencies such as severe dehydration, heat stroke, and death. Finally, an estimated 4.5 million people will visit the beach this summer. I hope to see you there. I'm Anne Marie. Thank you for watching this edition of Eastern Florida State College. Till next time, good afternoon.